Hey, what's going on, guys? We're looking to get a head start on 2022. So we're here at Live Lean RX. Me and Darryl, we have a little competition going on.
I'm gonna win.
He's not gonna win. Lucas is involved as well. He's behind the camera right now. So I'm gonna bring Mike's in, and so Mike, just tell us real quick a little bit about Live Lean and what exactly you do here.
Good morning. Okay, so this is Live Lean RX. What we do here is we're going to measure our body composition. We also measure metabolism here. And we do a bunch of sports physiology testing. We eliminate the guesswork out of health and fitness. So this is what we're going to use to measure our progress and our contest.
We'll be back here in 45 days and 90 days to see who makes the biggest improvement on body composition.
Slip your shoes off for me. If you have anything in your pockets, go with you guys.
No,
Necklace is fine.
Okay.
You're gonna lie on your back and put your head right here for me. Put your head and go down. All right, that's good.
I can see myself.
Okay. I want you to move toward your feet about 1 inch. Stop right there. Okay. Look at me. Put your hands on your hips like this. Okay. I'm gonna move you back here, and I'm gonna send you to the table. Ever slightly, I want you to make the tiniest move to your left. Okay, I'm going to adjust your legs in one pull. All right, I want you to bring your elbows in just a little closer. There you go. Okay. Okay, that arm's going to make some noise. It's going to make one pass down to your toes. This is X-ray, and with the machine and software, I'm going to be able to tell you your body fat, your bone, and your muscle to 1/10 of an ounce. I'm also going to be able to show you where those tissues are located. We're going to walk through very high resolution images. I want to check your symmetry from left to right for any imbalances. And when that arm passes over your abdomen, in addition to your total body fat, I'm going to get an independent reading of just your visceral fat.
Nice.
And the last thing we're going to look at is your bone health, bone mineral density, bone mineral calcium, and how that relates to the men your age.
Man.
All right, tell me a little bit about your nutrition. Are you eating at home or out or a little above?
I would go ahead and say over 90% at home.
Okay, good. Currently, are you doing any tracking of calories and macros?
Yes, I essentially weigh everything that I eat right now.
Okay, good. All right, that'll make this a lot easier. Because I'm going to help you get some really specific numbers, but you won't know if you're hitting them unless you're tracking.
We're gonna give him some bad advice. I don't know about you, Mike, but I'm here to win.
Mike's gonna say Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. The heart healthy menu at Denny's.
We're here to win. I don't lose. Hey, Mike, what does DEXA stand for?
Dual emission X-ray absorptiometry. That's a hard
People
one.
always ask me that, and I try to remember, and I never can.
So let's talk a little bit about the machine. So this is a bone densitometer, is what it was originally purposed for. And these have been around about 40 years. About 13 years ago, GE developed the software to be able to do soft tissue. So the main things that have changed is computer technology. The machine is ideal for this because it's extremely low dose. It's a pinpoint beam, and it's every time it makes a pass, it's doing a cut. So this is 2D tomography with X-ray. And the software will assimilate it into a composite image and metrics that we can actually use.
And this is much more accurate than those little things that you hold on to or your scale at home, right?
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah. Currently, right now, DEXA technology and X-ray is the most accurate way to measure body composition.
Yeah, I know in a lot of like studies, when you read studies online, they use DEXA.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use any other machines or even bod pods. They usually go with DEXA even over a bod pod.
All right, so I'm going to change the imaging so I can see. I'm going to check the geometry, and then you and I are going to walk through this together.
Hey Lucas, can you, on my X-ray, can you bring in my hips and widen my shoulders too?
All right, composition. This is what you came in for. You're weighing in at 214 exactly.
Wow.
Body fat percentage is 18.2. Body fat in pounds is 39 even, and your lean tissue is 166.8. All right, you've got a lot of muscle, and that's really going to help. So one of the reasons that we focus on muscle so much in health and fitness really doesn't have anything to do with bodybuilding or even being a gym rat. It's about the expense of that tissue. So body fat is the most efficient tissue you have in your body. It only requires 2 to 3 calories per pound per day to maintain. Muscle requires 12 to 16 calories per pound per day. It's the most expensive tissue you have, except for your organs. It's the only one you have control of. So for application, what that means is you put on 4 or 5 pounds of muscle here, you're giving yourself another 80 to 120 calorie deficit every single day for being there. More important, as we go forward and we lose weight, we want to make sure we're only losing from this body fat column. We do not want to give any of this lean tissue up. So the way we do that is have some form of strength training, but more importantly, control of the macros. So that's really what we focus on here on the fundamentals. Calories is just a measurement of quantity. That's how we measure how much we eat. The macros is how we measure quality. And when we lose weight, the composition of that food largely determines the composition of what that weight loss is going to be. Nice. All right, so now that we've looked at your body fat percentage as whole, we're going to jump into your core scan. All right, so this is visceral fat. That's an exceptionally low number, very good number. Before we go into the score on that, let's talk about what visceral fat is and what it's not. Any body fat that you can feel, even if it's over your stomach, is not visceral fat. It's subcutaneous. By design, that's our body's way of storing excess energy. It's body fat under the skin, by design. The body fat you don't feel is on the other side of the abdominal wall. It's directly around and within the organs, which is the reason it's the least healthy. It interferes with organ function. Okay. Whereas body fat is more correlated to how much you eat. Visceral fat has a stronger correlation to what you eat. The factors in diet that will elevate visceral fat is going to be a high fat, high carbohydrate diet that's also low to no in fiber, where we're not getting enough plant foods, simple sugars, processed foods, and alcohol, especially if we drink it excessively, will skyrocket visceral fat. All right, the main thing that I want you to take away today on visceral fat is this simple fact. Even though visceral fat is directly around and within those organs, it's the organs that get most of the blood supply. So it gets most of the nutrients. Visceral fat actually gets a very poor supply of nutrients. So it feeds off the most simplest food there is, sugar. So when we reduce the sugars and we keep those in check, we will lower and not have high levels of visceral fat.
Close.
Dang.
You're pretty close.
Guy's healthy.
Okay.
I'm healthy.
All right. Back to your bones.
Don't worry about the body fat percentage.
Really nothing to talk about there. Again, you're running about 8 to 10% over the general population. Now we're going to look at your symmetry from left to right. On your arms, all right, you've got 21.4 pounds of muscle, 11.2 on your right arm, and 10.2 on your left. All right, so actually, yeah, there's no health markers on here. You're in good shape. Your visceral fat's outstanding. Your bone health is good. Your symmetry is actually within limits. A little bit bigger gap on your upper body than I want to see, but again, no health markers, and where you go from here is really about 3 things: performance, strength, and aesthetics.
That's right, man.
That's it.
Done deal.
You hear that, Phil?
Yeah.
I'm the visceral king.
All right.
Lucas, I think
Check
you're doing
off.
great.
You can leave it on. Doesn't matter at all. Just
Doesn't matter. There's no hiding from DEXA, Lucas.
You can't hide from DEXA, Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Do I need to take off like a necklace?
Let me see it. How big is it? No. It's
Good?
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
You can't hide from the DEXA, Lucas.
I can't hide.
You can't hide.
There's no hiding. How do you zoom with this thing?
Back.
Ah, I got it.
That's a new lens. I got
Hey,
it
zoom in on
yesterday.
my visceral.
That's
I can't see it without zooming in.
Okay. I want you to move toward your feet about 2 inches. One more little push. There you go. That's good. All right. I'm going to throw a light strap on you because your shoulders are pretty broad.
You hear that?
Is that a compliment or an is that a compliment or an insult?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's a compliment.
Okay.
Yeah. Shoulders are broad, even though you're a little fluffy.
Oh, now we're talking.
All right. Arch your back for me. Good. One more time. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull these in now
Okay.
because it gets hard to hold, and that way you can just rest against the straps.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
Ever slightly. Oh, don't worry. If it was going there, I'd be using knots.
Oh,
It's your print cup.
Alright, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna post this on my Instagram.
Ooh.
All right, we're gonna resume. Same time, Lucas.
important numbers right here.
So, Mike, what we're measuring is percent of change, right? Whoever
Yes.
has the best percent of change in 90 days
Correct. We're
is
gonna
the
measure
winner.
percent of change for muscle and body fat.
Yeah, so it puts everyone on the most even playing field possible.
Correct.
Yeah.
What was your body fat percentage last time? I forgot. We're gonna
I
see
don't know. I'm guessing I'm like 25.
it right now.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
I'm
not a
worried
bad
about.
guess.
I'm fat.
Find out.
All right, Lucas.
Moment of truth.
Uh-oh.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie. Lucas's arms on that scan look better than mine. Look at them things, dude.
Yeah. He's young. He's yeah. We can put on. Look, in this contest, I've already sized you guys up. So Lucas's best bet is throwing as much muscle as possible while he's shredding body fat. You and Philip
Gangs.
is going to be about putting on muscle.
Yeah.
Lucas was running his mouth yesterday about ages.
Ah.
So-
Oh, was he? What did
Yeah,
he
I was
say?
like, what
Did
year?
my name come up?
I said, what year did you guys
He's
stop
like-
producing testosterone?
Uh
yeah.
huh. Did he say anything
Well,
about? Well,
so-
at least there's an old guy I can beat.
Well, I mean,
Was there any of that bullshit?
how much he's at a huge advantage for being younger. So
Yeah,
if,
no, he
if
is.
you don't win, even worse.
Yeah. Just know these old guys are coming for you.
Definitely. If I lose.
Old guys are coming for you, dude.
I mean, look at that stance. I mean, look at
Hold on,
that posture.
hold
Very confident.
I gotta be like my dad.
There you go. Swing the, yeah.
Give him that old guy gesture.
Mhm.
And this.
All right, let's see what we got. 25.4.
Oh.
Damn,
Ooh.
right on.
All right, so yeah, you were 21.4 last time I weighed you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Summer's gonna be like, I told you.
Yeah. It's great, man.
So my trick recently has been whenever Lucas is grabbing
put
a
on
snack
some
or
muscle.
something at the gym, I just go
Let's
tell
not talk about that.
I tell Summer.
You
But I'm-
text her? Lucas is
no,
grabbing a snack.
they come in a duo,
Yeah.
so they always come together. So it's
Yeah,
very
I think
rare that they're not
You go tell
together.
on
If you work
Yeah.
really hard, Lucas, you can probably start lifting as much as she does.
Oh,
Golly.
oh
Yeah,
man.
Summer's lifting level.
Dang.
All right.
All right, so since your last visit, yeah, you put on 13 pounds of weight.
11.2
2.8 pounds of
body
muscle.
I
Yeah.
lost?
No, you put 2.8 pounds of muscle on.
That's pretty impressive.
That's not. I'm weak though. I'm getting like way weak.
Muscle mass
Yeah.
and strength
Yeah, yeah.
usually
Correlation, but
Yeah.
yeah, not equal, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of factors in that.
Yeah.
You're not as trained as you were.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like that connection between your brain and how that muscle actually. All right, yeah, and your visceral fat's still good. You're at a half pound, okay. Which and that's another thing too. Age is on your side here, so that's a good number. All right, on your arms you put on a half pound,
Ooh.
and your legs you put on about 2.4 pounds, carrying more body weight.
Yeah.
So yeah, this actually you're in a great position for a contest. You really are.
Mm-hmm.
Because you keep this muscle and you can put on
Lucas had this
couple of
plan.
pounds.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's been getting ready for this for years.
Yeah. All right, the guy behind the camera is back behind the camera.
Yeah.
Where I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Philip's gonna be like I think he's gonna be like 15-16%
Right now,
right now.
I'm gonna guess. I'm with you. I'm guessing 15.
Yeah.
Just doing a straight close up on your face.
Awesome.
Get ready, brother. I'm coming.
So who do you think's gonna win? Let's go back on this in the very end.
Well,
so
Who I think's gonna
make
win?
make a statement right now, and then we're gonna play, and whoever
I win.
you win.
That's how this ends.
All right. What do you have to say if you don't win to your future self?
Work harder.
Work harder.
That's right.
Philip, what do you have to say if you win? Or do you think you're gonna win?
oh
Who do
yeah.
you think is gonna win?
I'm not a. That's where me and Darryl are different though. I'm not really a trash talker. It's not really my thing.
There's never been one.
So-
Except when it comes to me.
Yeah, for some reason, I think it's because
Yeah.
Lucas used to trash talk me all the time. So it's fun to mess with
So
him.
that's
But
Philip's statement. I don't know how I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna beat Lucas.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do, but you're gonna be me. Got it.
Right.
Well, we can all go back on these statements
So-
when you all lose, and then I'll play it at the dinner that you pay for, right?
All right.
Really need to talk about it.
So hold on. Let's back up a little bit. Phil, what do you have to say to your competitors when you don't win? Okay,
Man.
if you don't win.
Man, I don't know.
You didn't say anything.
I'm not a very good loser.
Last time
so.
I beat, last time
What
I
do you have
beat
to
Phil,
say?
I couldn't even find him.
What do you have to say to yourself if you lose?
Oh, work harder.
Damn.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Get Mike on there, Lucas.
All right, so yeah, this is how I'm gonna win this contest. These guys
He's
are
gonna compare himself every day.
all these guys are younger than me. Okay, and it's gonna be easier for them to put on muscle. But I've got a very good knowledge on nutrition, and I am really good at shredding.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'm going to get very lean.
But it's a matter of who loses the most.
Well, yeah. It's,
And I'm actually the fattest out of all of you. So,
Well, I don't know. We haven't scanned Phil yet.
all right, yeah, definitely. Just look at him, size him up. Definitely the fattest.
Yeah. He might. All right, Papa Phil. Let's see what you got.
All right.
Negative 3% body fat.
that's what I'm talking about.
You gotta write yourself an IOU.
Anyone who's watching the video, just guess real quick what it's gonna be.
I'm going 14. I know I said 15 before he started, but when he said he was 12 a couple of weeks ago.
15.
13.3.
Oh!
Dude, that's tough. That's tough.
Right, so one of the things, remember Phil, last time you came in here, it was after a gym workout. So you
Yeah.
were pumped, so we got that extra glycogen in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, today I just had a little bit of
Yeah,
coffee.
your body fat popped up just a little
So
bit.
you're fasted right now, Phil?
Yeah, I just had like a drink of water and a cup of coffee this
Oh,
morning.
okay. Well, yeah, you're pretty well fasted.
What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, Phil.
Time to work.
Time to work?
Pretty simple.
Are you nervous? Like,
Not at all.
did your
For
heart
you?
drop? Did your heart drop when you saw that? Dude, you're gonna. I'm telling you, you're gonna look like competition ready if you win this. Like,
That's the goal.
You're
Well,
gonna look-
I don't care about competition, but
I mean, on
I
that
care
level.
about beating
Your
y'all.
arms went back
So
up too. You're 27.2. That's huge. Okay, and your legs went up. So your extremities are responding to that extra food.
nice.
So,
Yeah, I've been increased my calories recently. That's
So
that's
even
my.
though, yeah, your muscle went down, that's your overall, that's glycogen shuttle. Because you can actually see you're still building, and that extra food went to what you're most directly stimulating, which is your extremities. You went from 26.4 to 27, and from 58 to 59. I believe that's your heaviest weight on your legs.
I mean, I'm definitely my strategy is to continue to increase for another couple weeks,
Yeah.
and then start to try to come down
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like that's the only way that I can. If Lucas actually puts forth some effort and tries, my only chance to beat him is to have some strategy. So all right, so look, with your confidence,
yeah.
your confidence so high right now. What's okay? How are we gonna make this thing interesting? Like, how's winner? What do they get? Loser? What do they pay?
Ooh,
What's
okay. What do they pay? Hold on.
Well, I mean, does the winner? Does all three people that lose? Do they have a consequence? It doesn't have to be monetary, but
oh yeah.
money
like-
motivates me, so
Yeah,
that's
money
cool.
motivates me too.
Cool with me.
No, what I'm thinking is the winner gets a free ride and we go celebrate.
So
So the other three,
so the winner is the only one that doesn't. The winner gets to pick what we do. All the other three split the bill.
yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes.
Sure, if you guys are cool with paying.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's what we're doing. So
I got
I'm good with that.
yeah, I've had 58 years to come up with some very expensive taste.
He's been thinking about this for a long time.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's
I
okay.
think the thing I want to go do is buy myself a new car.
Sounds good.
We should probably set a budget.
Cheyenne
Just in
says
case I don't win, you know, I don't want to go spend $1,000.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
some sort of admission on video would probably
Yeah,
be-
some sort
Yeah,
of.
I guess on the closing video of this
Yeah.
series they have to go on video and admit their loss.
We'll have a podcast.
Admit their
about how they
loss.
lost,
Oh,
about how
we'll
they
have a
could
whole
lost.
podcast episode
About
on
how
their
you lost.
experience of losing.
About losing.
That's
So is
fine.
that
Hot Cheetos tasted good at the time.
Yeah.
How do you
But
feel?
now they're bitter.
How do
that-
you feel about your little Debbie
Yeah.
cosmic brownies?
Yeah,
you know
right.
now.
What is them things that I love? They're oatmeal cream pies with the big ones.
Oh,
How'd those
yeah.
feel?
Oh, the
Lucas?
moon pies?
No, they're like they're oatmeal cream pies, but you can get like the The
Big one,
the
yeah.
big-
Large size.
yeah, XL or whatever they are. They're
Hell
fucking.
do you shop?
You can get them, dude. At like HEB, they're good, man.
I haven't seen those.
Look.
All right.
So is
well,
that just
I don't know,
is that
I'm
for
gonna eat
everyone who
crap.
loses
When I
the
go out, if I'm
podcast?
gonna eat those kind of calories,
What do you
I'm
mean?
going to like.
Is it
Common
everyone
Bob
who's-
Bacon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
the main, the one loser
It has to
has
go on
to,
the podcast.
I have-
yeah, has to do a video
Okay.
admission
In
of their
recent
loss.
years, a
But the
lot
3
more selective
losers
with the high
are all
calorie.
Yeah.
going to split the
I'm gonna
bill
go-
of
if
whoever,
I'm gonna
whatever
go-
the winner picks.
Get after. I'm gonna go somewhere.
So-
Yeah, I'm
not
gonna do
gonna
something that's got like.
in
expensive
high school. Whatever
Oh, yeah.
was the cheapest, fastest,
yeah.
easiest to get to.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, college. I lived off ramen and Little Debbie.
Oh, no doubt. Lots of Wendy's double stacks.
Double stacks, DS's. Remember it's called DS's?
Junior bacon cheeseburger, Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box, baby.
Mhm. Tacos.
We'd go get 20 tacos.
Yeah.
So starting off, here's our baseline numbers. This is Lucas Gutierrez, and he's coming in at 25.4% body fat, 203.5 pounds of weight, and 51 pounds of body fat, and 144.5 pounds of muscle.
Sweet.
Oh,
All right, and this is me. I'm at 17.4% body fat, 211.5 pounds, 36.8 pounds of fat, 166 of iron steel muscle. And Darryl is coming in at 18.2% body fat,
So actually fatter than
214 pounds, 39 pounds of body fat, and 166 pounds of muscle. And Fillipe is at 13.3% body fat, 205.9 pounds of weight, 27.4 pounds of body fat, and 170.5 pounds of muscle.
Sweet. All right, so there's our starting numbers, and we'll see. We're going to do a 45-day check-in, and then we're going to do the final weigh-in, or final DEXA is 90 days, roughly, from today. Everyone will come in the same fasted state, or Darryl had breakfast, so he'll have a little breakfast, and then, yeah, we'll determine the winner at that time.
Cool.
Questions or concerns about the challenge, guys?
No.
All right,
Wow.
that's it.
Twisted steel and sex appeal.
All right.